possibly can.
What's up? Hey everybody, what's going on? Everyone, how you doing? Hey, I'm happy. I honestly don't know what day it is today. It's probably Wednesday. I'm guessing Wednesday because it's not like the first day of the week. It's not the last day of the week. I know that. So therefore, we must be in the middle. So I'm gonna guess today's Wednesday and say happy hump day to all of you guys. All right, making it over the halfway mark. Make sure you guys are still working as hard as you possibly can. What's up, Kieran and Declan Louth? If you're here, say that you're here in the comment section so that I know that you're here, so we can keep moving on and on and on and on and on. Let's see what we're talking about today. Still talking about 2023 coming up here soon. All right, I've added the dates, but I did kind of like take a chance and kind of messed up, so I took it back. All right, next in January we will be going with an hour and a half of scheduled practice, even though we have 2 hours for the gym, so you can come 30 minutes early. We have the gym, right? As we're getting more money, I can take more risk. All right, but this changing it, I wanted to change it to give you guys enough time. So as I changed it, it said that tonight's practice is an hour and a half. It's not. It's still just an hour. So I just changed it back. So if you look in the future right now and you try to register for January, it'll just say an hour, even though it's an hour and a half. So I had to pick one, and I figured we have 5 more practices before the end of the year. So I will update that January thing and the 2023 times after our last 2022 workout, okay, which is on the 21st. Oh man, this is so confusing. But yeah, so yes, we are not practicing until 8:30. My apologies for that, but I will add all the tryout dates. I think those are the last ones that I've yet to add, and I also want to add a clinic and a combine, at least like one, so we can like try that out, so I can get some footage of it, especially too. So we will be doing a combine probably. I'm going to wait until Connor's done with school season so that we can get him in there. Since he's like the king of the combine, we might as well give him a chance to break all of his scores and to complete all of his records that he has made. So possibly in March we will do a combine. But we want to do a clinic at some point in time, and then we'll rev all that stuff back up to a higher level. I'm not sure exactly how I want to bring in the clinics, but what I was thinking was that they would be on a random like Wednesday, like I don't know, maybe like one clinic a month on a Wednesday, and then a combine a month on another Wednesday, a pick and roll workout on another Wednesday, and then I don't know what could be on the 4th Wednesday of the month, but something like that. I haven't really figured that out yet, but we will figure it out soon. So that's what's up for that. Then we got my favorite movie. Okay, this is my favorite movie, and I think I always claim that. I mean, I say that Taz has a superpower and that he's short, right? All right. So, but I also noticed my own superpowers. All right. What's up, Teo? I one of I think that I have 3 superpowers. One superpower is that I don't care about money, right? So I don't need like certain things in life. So I can work for less. So that's kind of a superpower. My second superpower is that I'm always happy. I don't know what my problem is, but I'm always just happy. Like literally, like people don't believe me after they get to know me for a while. They're like, "Oh my God, you are always happy. That's so strange." And like it's just a weird thing. But my third superpower, I think that's my last one, besides me being tall and bald. But my last one is that I can eat the same thing every single day. All right, like I like my oatmeal and raisin spice. Wait, what is it called? Yeah, like raisin and spice oatmeal. There you go. That I make every single day since I was like 11 for breakfast. I can just eat it every single day. I never get sick of it. All right, and this is my favorite movie, Groundhog Day. And it's just a movie where he just lives the same day over and over and over and over again. Someone added it up. They were like, to have done all the stuff that he did, he would have had to live through the same day for like hundreds of years. Imagine doing that. And then imagine like why that could be a superpower for basketball. You have to be able to withstand the monotony of it all. Anyone can do it like right away. And you know, we had an instant gratification game that we played last practice where you had to pick up the candy and not really go for this candy, but go for that candy. And you can blame the fact that people can't do this stuff on that. You can blame that. You can say, "Oh, people can't do basketball over and over and over again because, you know, like they only look to right now. They don't look to the future." No, I think that we look to the future well enough. I think what the issue is that it just gets boring. And when you're so bored, it's like Chinese water torture. It just keeps hitting on your head. And it actually starts like the grind of it just like takes you away from everything. And that's what you have to avoid. And like, I could imagine not having my superpower and like having to deal with all this. And being like, we can't eat nothing else besides oatmeal? Come on, right? Even in prison, they don't do that to the prisoners, right? And like, and again, I've watched this movie probably a zillion times too. When you're shooting shots over and over and over again, does it get to you? That's why we try to mix it up with our book. We try to enable it so that every day is a new workout. But after a while, you start to see the commonalities in all these workouts. And you're like, it's still a basketball. And it's just again and again and again and again. All right, and that's hard. And I know that you guys are having to go through this, but imagine being me. I don't just have to go through it when you have to go through it. I get you in the program, then you leave, then someone else just like you comes in the program again, going through the same things. And I tell them the same things that you learned, and they don't believe me the same way that maybe you didn't believe me, and it all starts over again. And I see the same things over again. I'm doing the same show over again. And I'm lucky because my superpower is that I can handle that. And that the same thing over and over again is just fun to me. It's just like, whatever. That's how life is. But so I say hone your skills in that regard. All right? Try to see the newness of every single day. Try to be like some of those old NBA stars like LeBron, where it's like he's in year 20. He's already won everything. He's already done. Why is he still trying? I mean, doesn't it get kind of old after a while? Like, he's already proven himself to people, and people are still like, prove yourself to me. And he's like, you're the 80th guy I've seen that has said that exact thing, and I kicked his butt every single time, and now I'm old. I got to kick your butt too. And it's just hard. So, yes, the monotony will wear you down. Make sure that you guys go through it. And also, watch this movie, dude. It's so deep, so funny, it's so great. If you don't get it, you're just not smart enough. Moving on, we got another tournament, possibly. I just want to know if you guys can make it. Let me know if you guys can do December 30th tournament, which is LeBron's birthday. I only know that because it was my stepdaughter's birthday. All right, but yeah, so if you can do that one, Jem's trying to run a one-day tournament on the 30th. If you can do it, let me know. If we can put together a team, just say if you're interested, or if you're out of town, then we won't even try. But we have games starting up on January 8th anyways, and then followed by a Martin Luther King Day tournament. I'll find a Aurora tournament as well. Then we'll get a Denver tournament going on. We have a President's Day tournament. We'll have a lot of basketball, so if you can't do the December one, it's all good. All right, moving on, let's go to our quote of the day. What do we have here? Quote of the day, 4 words. You live only once. Now, why is it switched around? And it's not like you only live once? I don't know. I think I got the quotes from like some kind of like website. And this was the 4-word quote. And I didn't realize it until it was actually in the book. Who writes it that way? It's supposed to be YOLO, not YOLO. YOLO. All right? No, but yeah, either way, though, you live only once. This is very, very rude to people whose religions have them be reincarnated. But, yeah, you live only once, at least as a human being, all right? Because you might come back as a grasshopper or something. So, yeah, you live only once. In this life, in this chance, you live only once. So you should take that as either like inspiration or as like motivation. Tournaments, exactly. You would want to play Kieran and Declan Left? Nice. All right. But yes, you live only once, so you might as well try your hardest. You live only once, so you might as well go now. You live only once. So there's no reason to regret anything because you only have one chance. And you watch the movies, you want your life to be that way, you want to do certain things. Well, you only have this one chance to do it, so you can't be like, well, I was born a little different, and no, I'm just going to give it up like that. No, dude, this is the chance. If you were ever to be that person, it's right now. So take this to heart, whether you say you only live once or you live only once, and realize that, and don't forget that, and apply that to your life. Always think that way. And again, for the quote of the day, when you guys get asked during practice, you can say it either way. You only live once, YOLO, YOLO, or you live only once, YOLO, YOLO. All right, itinerary for the day. What do we have here? We got our elementary school workouts. We got partner passing, football catch, saddling out of bounds, inbound seal, taking a charge, running hook shots, hook series with D. We are doing all that stuff later on. Either Friday or next Monday. I don't even know what the order. All right. And then what we did previously on, fake behind the back, the 3 decision drill, Reddick chase drill, ankle breaker crossover, penetrate and fill drill, and then sprint, dribble, cone, touch. I think we were supposed to do that last Wednesday or Friday. I'm not sure. But the stuff that we are doing tonight, this evening is this stuff. Okay, we're gonna start with free throws. Just gonna be talking about free throws. Make sure that you spread your fingers. Make sure that you have a routine. I like to spin the ball so I can feel it in my hands and then bounce the ball 4 times or 8 times if I'm nervous. I like to pull everything up in order so that my hand, my elbow, my knee, and my feet or my foot are all in the same alignment like that. And when I dribble the ball, I'm practicing my shot. You want to practice free throws, you want to do that. So we're going to be doing this, and we might have consequences for missing the free throws. 10 in a row in under 5 minutes. You're going to get 5 minutes to try to make 10 in a row from the elbow. This is a trick. This is that monotony thing. This is how you might be able to avoid it. Where if you can do 10 in a row in under 5 minutes, that's great. But the real deal that you were really doing was just shooting a whole bunch of shots in 5 minutes. But if I asked you to just shoot shots in 5 minutes, you would have gone out there and been like, whatever. But if I say like make 10 in a row in 5 minutes, now you're shooting like a game. You're pressuring yourselves in other ways. You're shooting quicker shots possibly. All right, you're shooting in a way where it's going to help you for the game. You're shooting a lot more shots than you would have shot otherwise. So that's what we're doing tonight as well. And then we got 10-second sprints times 4, pounds, drives, pull-ups, box jumps is hopping on. Like we might give you guys, I guess we can use like a chair or like a bleacher, but during our practices that we'll have in the future, we'll have the actual box jumps, and you're going to do 4 step-ups, then 2 box jumps, and then repeat. And why we do box jumps? Because jumping is part of basketball. It's a huge part of basketball. These are kind of like squats in working the same muscles, but it's more explosive. So make sure that for your box jumps, no matter how high the thing is, jump your highest, and then step down so you don't get hurt. Then the last, I believe, 3 things that we're talking about. We'll talk about them through here. First one is split jumps. All right, this is split jumps right here. Make sure that you do 4 and then explode. And how we're exploding is the same way that we do for pounds, drives, and pull-ups. So you got to step long, dribble longer. Make sure that you're going slow enough so that your knee almost touches the ground and explode out. All right, now when you explode, make sure that your back is not straight up. Make sure that you're stepping as far as you can, dribble as far as you can, and then you want to be squeaking. All right, not your voice. You want to be squeaking in terms of like your shoes. You want to be quick so that like the person potentially guarding you thinks that you're going all the way to the basket and then gets surprised by you pulling up. So always explode and then pull up. All right, so it should be squeak, squeak, and then pull up. All right, the next one that we're talking about is the 15 seconds times 4. All right, and this is how that looks right here. All right, so we're going to start off with just a 15-second race, and we got 4 of them. All right. Of course, Taz is the slowest one. Or is that? Yep, that's Taz, man. Fastest one, who we got? Got my boy Wesley. Got 4.5 right about there. So if you get 4.5, that means that you can do 4.5 times 4, which is 4.5 times 4. I can't do it. I'm talking 17 right there. So we're gonna give you 30 seconds off in the middle so that you can run it 4 straight times. And your goal is to run your fastest for these 4 times. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4 is the goal, but 4.5 is optimal. All right, so that's what we're doing for that. Last one that we're talking about is the pounds, drives, and pull-ups. Again, that's how you should be driving. It's taking that huge step out. Boom, right there. With the left hand, with the left foot, then right foot, then right hand with the left foot and right foot. There's 4 different ways to go. And you can do a pound, and then you can do a layup, and then a pull-up. So there's actually 12 different moves that we're doing off this. And you do them hard, and you do them well. Again, that was not the same, right? We actually measured this in another video that we did with Noah, where we went over it. Actually, let me pull that up real quick. So, where we went over the pounds, drives, and pull-ups with Noah doing it, and I think that we had. Do I have it here? Oh, it might be on another site. I think maybe. Let me check. Pounds, drives, pull-ups. Yep, no, it's on a different site, but it's on my other page. I don't know if I can get to it. Maybe, let me try one thing. Let me see. Because let me see. Pounds, drives, and then that. Can I find it? I cannot find it. But no, when we mapped out his 3 attempts at these 3 different moves with the same foot, he was so much further when he pounded the ball down. You want to make sure that you're just taking one quick step, and that you're stepping as far as you can and reaching as low as you can, but then you dribble. And it's going to be hard to stay upright after that, because your body's going to be thrown forward, and that's where it takes strength. But you only get the strength by actually trying to do the move. So make sure that you do that. Let's check out the homework. And I believe Kieran is posting the homework, the 7-minute drill. You got 11. Wait, was that 11 2 times in a row, or just posted the same video twice? Either way, 11's a very good score. Nice job. Then we had Noah posting his, what is that called? His movie report. All right, Noah posted the movie report. He did one on Space Jam, and then also, let me see. Yeah, that's the same video. Then he also did one on The Blind Side. Nice job. Joey did one on Space Jam. I like it. All right. Then we have the Pro Hop. Who's that? Taz right there. Nice job. Hold your follow through. That's from 5 days ago though. But this is all the stuff from today. Anyway, great job with that homework, guys. Make sure that you guys keep working. Always work. Again, this is where it gets like monotony, right? The monotony gets to it over and over again. Yes, but that's what makes you amazing. That's why no one will be able to catch up with you. The harder that you make it, the harder that your road is, the less likely someone's going to be coming up behind you. Imagine that. Imagine if you were going up a road with like money, a road of money, so much money on the ground that you couldn't grab it all. But you were grabbing a lot of it along the way, and you just kept walking. And you had like millions of dollars in your pockets, right? And you kept walking. But there was money still like on the ground behind you. What would be a huge thing that you would have to watch out for? Well, I'll tell you. Criminals coming up behind you. Because they would be following the money, and they would see you, and they'd be like, wait a minute. That dude has more money too. I'm just going to steal his money. So you would always have to be looking over your back. However, if there's another road, and the other road is filled with shards of glass, and you're walking up that road, boom, boom, and you were like climbing trees to get up higher, and you were like going over snakes and like piranhas or whatever, you're looking straight ahead. Those are your obstacles. What's the least of your concerns? People coming behind you. No one's coming behind you. If they are coming behind you, they're going to be like dying just like you are. All right, so choose the road less traveled. I think I just made that up, dude. That's like I should write that into like a poem or something. Man, the road less traveled. Dang, I'm so deep. Someone type that into Google to see if I'm the first person that's ever created that. I'm pretty sure I am. I'll even put like the roads diverge in the woods or something like that, and write like a little like story about it. Yeah. That's good. Anyways, moving on. What do we have? We got our story of the day. Please watch it.
Be prepared to work hard and be willing to accept destructive criticism. Without 100% dedication, you won't be able to do this. Their words may hurt, and what they're saying may be absolutely wrong. But creatively looking to improve your game in any way possible is never a bad thing.
So yeah, totally, man. Coaches can suck. All right, even me, coach. All right, what we're saying might totally be wrong, but is it? Is it completely wrong, or is there like an inkling of truth in there somewhere, kinda? All right. So like, let's say that you're the greatest shooter in the whole world, and you make 99% of your shots, and then you miss one, and I'm like, hey, you should do this. If you're a great shooter, you would listen, and you'd be like, maybe. But if you were like, but if you start screaming at me and you're like, don't stop talking to me, I know what I'm doing, blah blah blah, you have very little chance to ever be 100% shooter. You can't improve unless you embrace feedback. Like, tell me what you got to say. Even though I may not agree, I want to hear what you got to say because I'm so interested in improving. I am so interested in improving. I want to improve, and I have a hunger for it. Basically, you have a hunger for something, and like you want to get fat off that hunger, right? And you want to be like the fattest guy in the world, and then everyone's cooking their own food out there, and they're offering you different types of food. What would be the quickest way to get fat? Would it be to be picky about like which kind of food that you have, or would it be like, yo, give me all of it, and I'll decide which one I put down my mouth, if not all of it? All right, so have that hunger for improvement, and that only happens when you have 100% dedication. It has already been said, sorry. Oh, it has. It's already been said. The road less traveled, really? I know that. It's like one of the most popular poems of all time, man. But who said it, though? Let me think if I can say who said it. I have taken the road less traveled. That's all that mattered. I would say it's not Ernest Hemingway. It's a long name. It's a long name, like Collinsworth or like what is it? What was that dude's name? The road less traveled, Whittingham. Oh man, who wrote that? Now I gotta look that up while we're on the air. The road less traveled. I did forget. What is his name? The road less traveled. Okay, I literally can't find it. Someone else can look it up later. I hate not knowing things. I really hate not knowing things. Seriously. The road... I can't find it. Alright, who said it? Okay, I think that I might have to quit because I have to do a show. Oh, it's Robert Frost? Yeah, Robert Frost. That's not a long name at all. My bad. Anyways, all right. Moving on. Let's check. Let's go with our movie of the day. All right, movie of the day. Super. It was you that said it. All right, super racist name of a movie right here. But there goes my face. All right, this is The Fastest Indian. We do not say Indian unless we're talking about Indians, I believe. But I'm not even sure why they call it The Fastest Indian. But this movie, it's about a record breaker from Australia. This dude wanted to break the fastest speed record, and he goes from like Australia, almost like died, goes to America, all this other stuff, goes to Utah, like to like the flat plains where there's like enough land to like break the speed record. It's craziness. It's basically craziness how this guy like lived his life. And my question is, why would people want to do this? And I think that the reason why people want to do it, either they're like thrill seekers, or they want to leave their imprint on this world. They want, when they die, for it to have mattered that they lived. And I think that's what many of us want to some extent. All right? The greatest of us definitely wanted that. All right? And so I think that you wanting that isn't a bad thing either. Now, should you be trying to break all the land speed records? I don't know. If that happens to be your passion. But to try to be the best at something that's ever done it, it is a special, special thing. And we only live one life. Again, that's the quote of the day. You might as well live it well. You might as well live it to the best of your abilities. And I mean, the best of anyone's ability would be a nice little touch to that as well. So while this movie's insane, and I think I'm gonna give it about 38 stars. The idea of this movie is crazier. The idea that this guy's a passion burning in his soul to want to break records, to want to be the best of a certain thing, to want to be the Michael Jordan of something. That's something special. All right? And we have like Einstein, who was the Michael Jordan of his field, right? We have like Tom Brady, who was the Michael Jordan of his field. We have all these people who are the Michael Jordans of their field, right? Michelangelo, right? All this other kind of stuff. And what do you want to set out to do? Do you want to just be like the best version of you that you can become? That's good enough as well. But striving to be the best is not a bad thing at all. All right? So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's check out the trivia today. Trivia question today is a hard one. All right, no one's answering this right away. Okay? All right, there was a player who is named Michael Jordan. Okay? They just named the MVP trophy after Michael Jordan and did like a whole like picture of him, but Michael said, don't make it the Jumpman logo, please. Don't even make it me. But they gave all these like nods to it, which is really neat how they did it. They have it like it's like 5 sides to represent his 5 MVPs. Then something else is 6 represent like his 6 championships. It weighs 23.6 grams or ounces or pounds, something like that, to represent his number and his championship, something like that. But anyway, all the symbolism in it, it's very, very cool. But so I am going to make the question about Michael Jordan in honor of all that. All right. But this Michael Jordan question is, he wasn't always number 23. He came back in the league randomly, and he was number 45. So he was not just 23, he was 45. But he was also one more number, not his Olympic number, not number 9, but during his NBA term, he wore one more number. What number was that? You only get one chance. What number besides 23 and 45 did Michael Jordan wear during his NBA career, not the Olympic career? During the NBA career, he has a Bulls jersey. He's wearing it. It's against the team. He's wearing a different jersey number other than 23 or 45. It seems kind of crazy. I don't think I've ever seen this picture until like today. Actually, I think I might have seen it once, but this was like maybe a trivia question a couple of years ago. But I haven't seen it that often. It's definitely just a random thing. All right? Let me know. Let me know if you know. It was a Valentine's Day game, I can tell you that much. That's the answer right there. Dang. The answer is 12. The answer is 12 by Kieran and Declan Louth. You're now up to 4. And yes, someone stole his jersey. I'm guessing a fan. Oh, someone stole his jersey and he had to wear number 12. And like, that's insane to me because I could not picture him in any other kind of jersey. He's right there. All right. Right there. Number 12, Michael Jordan. Looks so weird to me. It's like John Stockton on Michael Jordan with the Michael Jordan plastered over his body somehow. All right. That is the answer. Great job, Kieran and Declan Louth. All right. Finishing up here, right here with the news story of the day. Draymond Green. Request for a Bucks fan to be removed. How do you do it, Kieran? He does not know how he does it. But yes, with these things, I think that he should be mentally strong enough to be able to handle that fan, no matter what the fan is saying. However, I think when these players are kicking out fans, it's way better than the players going into the stands. So if the players feel as though they're going to go into the stands, they should just tell on them. I mean, better than that, right? Imagine if you rewound time and Ron Artest was like, that guy did something to me and I felt like I couldn't just tell you guys. The NBA would be like, dude, you could have just told us. I think 99% of people would have been like, Ron, you're an idiot. You could have just told someone. We could have kicked the guy out. But no. He ran into the stands. Right? So if Draymond Green ran into the stands yesterday instead of beating the crap out of this dude, we would have all said, everyone on earth would have said, well, why didn't you just kick him out? Huh? So I think this is a little Monday morning quarterback, and he did the right thing. But how much better would it be if he could handle this? And how much better would it be if the guy never ever said bad things to begin with? He was already talking back to him. And Draymond Green likes to be like the kind of person that can talk back and forth with people, and he says he can handle anything, but obviously he couldn't. So how are you guys going to improve your mental strength? When you guys hear all the fans, when you guys hear all the stuff, can you guys avoid all that? And let's not forget the quote of the day, you guys, is you only live once, or you live only once. I will see whoever's in Denver tonight. I will be in Denver. Everyone else in Broomfield, I'll see you guys later. And we have nothing in the roar until Friday. So I will see you guys all this week. All right. And let's make sure that we're still working as normal. I'll talk to y'all later. Congratulations again, Kieran and Declan Louth on the trivia for the day. Peace out, you guys.